Help it! From vibrating broomsticks to roadkill figurines, we count 15 toys that are inappropriate for children. Number 15. The Nimbus 2000 Vibrating Broomstick. This now discontinued toy broomstick from the Harry Potter series created a huge controversy because of its odd vibrating function. The battery-operated Nimbus 2000 featured a groove handle which kids could ride around the house and pretend to be Harry and all those other famous Quidditch players like Broomstick Jackson. I'm sure there's one more player besides Harry, I just can't quite think of him. Anyways, the designers were strangely unaware about how inappropriate it was to ask kids to ride around on vibrating dildo brooms. In its short time on the market, the Giggle Stick 2000 caused many premature sexual awakenings. This toy was a big hit with young girls, with one parent reporting on Amazon that their daughter and her friends had spent hours playing with it behind closed doors. In my day, they called that an orgy. I never actually saw Harry Potter, but now I'm really curious over what the story's about. Number 14. Batman Water Pistol. Take a standard Batman licensed water pistol, add several pinches of cringe including sexual innuendo, and you have the Batman Water Pistol. Filling this bizarre water pistol involves taking a plug out of Batman's rectum and aligning his backside with the nearest faucet. But wait, if you're ready to get wet, Batman requires a couple more steps. Just give him a quick reach around and presto, he shoots water out of his mouth, just like the TV show. Remember that time Batman stuck a water hose up his butt and spat all over the Joker's face? 'Cause I don't. In fact, the creator is unknown, but I'm holding Robin responsible. It sounds like something he'd do. I mean, there was a villain called Toymaker, but I think this particular contraption's below his standards. But hey, if you're not a Batman fan, don't worry about it. It also comes in Popeye flavor. Well, blow me down. Toot toot. Number 13. The Avenging Narwhal Playset. For the aspiring marine biologist in your life, I give you the Avenging Narwhal Playset. Avenging Narwhal Playset, we're gonna teach you about Mother Nature. It comes with 4 magical tusks and 3 adorable cutesy-wootsy cuddly animals to impale. Some may think that the impaling thing is gruesome, but can you really think of a better way to teach kids about the food chain? Wait a second, why did they include a koala? Did I miss something? Are koalas a narwhal's natural prey? Thinking about it, I could totally see a koala stoned out of his mind on gum leaves falling into the ocean where a sinister narwhal lies in wait. Welcome to my world, bitch! Number 12. Poopy-Time Fun Shapes. If your kid's bored of regular potty time, and let's face it, it is pretty boring. It's like, come on already, discover Mexican food already. Why not give them the gift of Poopy-Time Fun Shapes? Poopy-Time Fun Shapes work just like Play-Doh molds and extruders. Simply insert this piece of plastic into your child's behind and voila, they'll be pooping hearts and stars in no time, which is fun. It says so on the box, so you know, if you think it's gross, you should go re-examine your own life, you fucking weirdo. I give up. This is a really hard sell. I can't believe they actually put this out on the market. Also, I hope you weren't planning on finishing your meal. You really shouldn't watch Danger Dolan at dinner time. Number 11. Happy Bear Hook. Is that a coat hook or is your bear just happy to see me? It's both. Come and hang your coats, hats, and worries. It's all good here. Don't make it weird, this is all natural. Just enjoy the experience. Really, you should be flattered. Happy Bear doesn't just get it up for anybody. So this thing's from Asian toy manufacturer 3M. They release children's coat hooks with protruding manhoods in 3 styles, bear, cat, and frog. And the respective slogans on their packages are hug me, follow me, and kiss me. I don't know if you've ever tried to hug a bear with an erection, but I wouldn't recommend it. Pokes your leg and shit. Anyway, collect them all. Though you might not want to if you're in America, I'm pretty sure just looking at this thing puts you on some kind of list. The Cool Kids list. Number 10. Rafiki Simba's Sodomy Toy. This toy is based on the Lion King scene where Rafiki holds the newborn Simba up for the entire kingdom to see. It's a sweet moment that later reoccurs to illustrate the circle of motherfucking life. I think the lesson from Lion King that stuck with me the most is that we're all gonna die. Pretty simple lesson really, so how did the designers get this toy so wrong? This Rafiki toy actually moves, and it raises a royal lion cub up just as he does in the movie. Problem is that when Simba's lowered, it looks a lot like Rafiki's trying to impale him like a narwhal. I know there are some hyper-progressive parents out there, but I doubt even they'd want their children enacting interspecies bestiality during playtime. Can you feel the love tonight? Number 9. Pretty Death Toy Noose. Warning, choking hazard. As in you may choke on your own rage hearing this. This toy noose doesn't just defy logic, it pummels it, leaving it doubled over wondering what the hell happened. One can only hope that the rationale behind this bejeweled rope was inspiring kids to become fabulous cowboys. Lassoing an imaginary horse is something I could possibly get behind, but even then the risk of accidentally choking seems pretty high. Well, that and the possibility of accidentally choking the beloved family pet to death as well. Probably a bad idea overall. But if the point of this toy is for kids to make light of suicide, well, morally irresponsible doesn't even begin to cover it. Number 8. Growing Up Skipper. Skipper is Barbie's lesser-known little sister, and in 1975, Mattel decided to release a version of Skipper that replicated puberty. No, she doesn't get acne or crazy mood swings, but by rotating her left arm, Skipper magically grows an inch taller and develops breasts just like a real human female. Considering a pregnant midge doll with no wedding ring caused controversy, I'm not sure why Mattel thought a preteen doll that grew boobs would fare any better. Of course, the doll sparked tons of controversy, and Mattel learned a valuable lesson about their conservative customer base. Just kidding, they didn't learn shit. Number 7. Wolverine Squeaky Hammer. What's so inappropriate about this X-Men themed inflatable hammer? Nothing, if you don't mind that inflating it requires performing fellatio on it anyways. You heard it right, this isn't some kind of exaggeration. The creators of the Wolverine Squeaky Hammer place the inflation nozzle right where his junk should be. As he morphs from flaccid to firm, Wolverine's expression grows more and more menacing. Heaven help your child if this thing springs a leak. I can just imagine a child crying in despair, trying to revive his Wolverine by blowing into his crotch. He's gone, little buddy. He's gone. Number 6. Roadkill Cat Figurine. This messed up Japanese toy depicts a cat with its gut spilling out after it was hit by a car. More disturbing still is that the package features an image of a joyful kid. I know not everyone's a cat person, but come on Japan, are you serious with this? Apparently this toy is called Neko Fungiata and it shares its name with a well-known piano piece for beginners. The song title translates to I Stepped on a Cat, and it's believed that the toy was created as some kind of bizarre homage to it. I want to say this toy was made ironically and it's not for children, but after seeing the stuff earlier on this list, I really can't tell anymore. Number 5. Buzz Lightyear Fun Time Tumbler. Buzz Lightyear, heroic space ranger by day, children's tumbler by night. This officially licensed Toy Story drink bottle seems perfectly normal until you consider the unfortunate placement of the straw. Yep. It's a crotch straw. And to make matters worse, his arms are folded and he wears this impatient expression as if to say, come on, it ain't gonna suck itself. Maybe hanging out with that cowboy friend of his gave him a permanent Woody. But hey, if sucking fluids out of a spaceman ain't your thing, it also comes in hermaphrodite bell flavor. Number 4. Peekaboo Pole Dancing Toy. A British toy company created a stripper pole for young girls to practice on so they could become the crystals, ambers, and candies of tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I think they mean literally tomorrow, not when they turn 18. It even comes with fake dollar bills and an instructional DVD, which I'm pretty sure you don't want to be caught possessing. The product, of course, met fierce criticism, with parents claiming it was destroying children's innocence, which is probably correct. Officials pulled it from shelves, but not before hundreds of impressionable preteen girls got their mitts on it. While nowadays pole dancing has been reclaimed by empowered women to become a legitimate sport, the creators of this toy clearly had less noble intentions, since their ad campaign claimed it would unleash the sex kitten within. Number 3. Jar Jar Binks Monster Mouth Lollipop. I know we've all spent hundreds of therapy hours repressing him, but remember that Gun fuck up Jar Jar Binks from the Star Wars prequels? When he wasn't stepping in poo, Jar Jar had the weird habit of poking out his exceptionally long tongue. One light bulb moment later, and Cap Candy released the official Jar Jar Binks Mouth Lollipop. Simply open his gross mouth and suck on his candy tongue. This isn't technically a toy, but it is merchandise aimed at children. Besides, I'm sure there's some weirdos out there who use it as a toy in the bedroom. Personally, I'd rather punch Jar Jar in the throat than French kiss him, but to each their own. Number 2. The Kaba Kick. The Japanese sensation Kaba Kick is Russian roulette for children. Players point the plastic gun at their own heads, clench their butt cheeks together, and pull down on the trigger. But instead of a bullet to the temple, losing players receive a kick to the head from a pair of feet that are hidden in the barrel. If the gun doesn't fire, the player earns points and a renewed appreciation for life. Sounds like good, clean family fun. Number 1. Adolf Hitler Doll. Not sure about what you want to buy your kid this Christmas? Why not spring for a replica of history's greatest monster? He'd make a great addition to your son's collection of loser supervillains. I'm sure Spider-Man and the Ninja Turtles would just love taking turns beating the shit out of him. Hell, even Cobra Commander could get in on that action. But in all seriousness, Hitler's responsible for the deaths of over 11 million people, so why the fuck would anybody think turning him into a cuddly doll was okay? Children playing with these dolls would have no idea about the atrocities Hitler caused. I didn't think anybody was gonna sink lower than making a stripper pole for children, but this takes the fucking cake. Way to lower the bar below pedophile. Congratulations. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.